Hi there, and welcome to episode 12 of this survival game series. You'll be watching me play yet again on the map Turbulence. Second one in a row, but I thought, why not? I don't think anyone will really mind. And yeah, it's been an interesting one. Yesterday I uploaded a commentary where I was talking about being under the weather, and you can hear it in my throat. And this morning I woke up and couldn't breathe. I've never had asthma or anything like that in the past, but I woke up and I was spluttering. It felt like I had a crackling going on in my chest. And that kept going on. And yeah, it made my voice pretty coarse, which it is right now. But in the moment, I was just wheezing. I just wasn't able to get air in. So, what is it? I took an antihistamine and everything seems to clear up. I think I simply have seasonal allergies, which I've never had before, but that hour in the morning where I was unaided properly made me worried and has completely taken it out of me today. So, I'm not really ill, but also I'm a bit rough. I'm a bit out of it right now. But I think that's okay. I'm sure I can be forgiven for such a terrible moment. It was odd though. Like lying on my back was making it so I just could not breathe. Odd situation. I've never had that before. Properly like type situation. But now I found a resolution. Now I know what I can do. I guess I can't complain anymore. That's fine though. I've also been sleeping very poorly, and I wonder if that is the same thing. Perhaps I'm just allergic to everything in this house. Perhaps now I'm in the countryside once more, or near enough near it. The air is poisoning me. What a terrible situation to be in. What a rotten one. But we make do. Despite this ailment, despite this illness, despite being taken out of commission, I trudge on. And the reason I do that is because, and it's a big because, it's because, don't know actually, I felt like I was going to go somewhere with that thought it would be excellent, but no. I'll give you a slight update though. Since being home, I felt very weird. Not just the illness, but just in my head. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday. I don't know if anyone here is religious, but yeah, resurrection of JC. Again, a pretty substantial thing for a lot of religious folk. A lot of Christians, a lot of Catholics. So, it's a big one for those fellas. I will eat Easter eggs and I will see my family, and it will be good. Heavens knows what I'm going to wear, but I needn't worry. I'll quickly have a 4-second segment on being self-aware. I can tell my throat is very at the moment, very scrapey, like fingernails through chalk, a horrific sensation, but one that can only describe what's going on here now. So, that's out of the way. I'll stop discussing it. I'm going to quickly take a sip of my water though to try and counter that uncutting. It's okay though. It's okay. But yeah, since being home, I've rekindled my love of my job of a receptionist, a gorgeous himbo receptionist, he bimbo. I do nothing during those hours, and I will read books. That's what I will do in that off time, in those 40-minute gaps where I've done the tidying, I've done the logging in and out, making sure people's appointments have been met. And yeah, beautifully done. Great form. Excellent. Each night I've been just watching YouTube in bed. Been watching some Captain Sparkles, I'll be real. And yesterday I went on a walk. I'm thinking after this I will do a quick walk, maybe a couple miles. Get some health back in my system, get my lungs full of air, rather than the fluid which erupted from my chest. And rehydrate. There's a bird box outside the back of our house, so when I do the washing up, which is fairly frequently, I can look out and there's always a little blue tit trying to get in. I think the nest in them, and blue tit was massive. He could not fit through the tiny hole, I was sure of it. And he spent a good 10 minutes poking his head in, and then trying to readjust, looking backwards as if I could help, and then going in again. And then finally he got in, and I saw his head poking on the way out, like, trying to get out. And it proceeded to be another 10 minutes of this bird just attempting to get out. It was very strange, a bit off-putting, I'll be honest. You don't like to see that. You don't want to see a bird struggling in a box you put out there specifically for them to nest in. But he got out. He was completely unscathed. He flew about and then proceeded to try and get back in. He was just simply doing a patrol. But it's good though. It knows a cat can't squeeze in there, if a tiny bird cannot either. Very good. But the area I'm in when I'm home, plenty of areas to walk, to be honest. It's a very dead village, I'll be honest. A very dead town. I suppose it's... I guess it lives up to that. It's a town. But yeah, you can just stroll about and walk in fields and such. And it's quite pretty, I will give it that. Quite pretty, quite bland though. It's alright. And so, my plans for today: get this sorted, get this video out, and then, yeah, a walk, and hopefully regain some strength. And once that strength is back, you best know that these commentaries are going to go through the roof. They're going to be met with a great deal of beauty and grace. I think what I'm doing is much harder than what the old commentary YouTubers did, or the old Minecraft survival games YouTubers did, because I'm not having a topic to bounce off of. I'm just thinking in my head and trying to have something to say, but I realise I go through it quite quickly. I think 3 minutes was all I got out of waking up unable to breathe. Yeah, who knows? They can discuss getting rod combos or the map routes they're on. Just a hot dog. He used to do the map tutorials on where the chests were, where the good chests were, which I wish they'd bring to Craft Rise, but I don't think they ever will. The hierarchies they had in place was beautiful. Was far better than whatever schlop we're dealing with now. But, yeah. I'm thinking. I'm pondering. I usually have a lot of hypotheticals to ask, but being so low energy right now is a bit off-putting. I did get a handful of wins, though, in my back pocket. I played with my friend Ed, and he and I garnered a few. One of which I forgot to record because it was our first game back, and I was like, I won't click record, we're going to lose this for sure. And we got a very nice win. I kind of want the win to be from my perspective though, so if I die early on I don't save that recording, which is a bit hateful, but we make do. I got a few more though. It's so much easier when you team up with people, and the Turks have realised that I'm a regular Joe on the server, and I believe they quite like me. They like my presence. We have nice chats in the lobby. I make sure they're doing well. I say all the right things. But yeah, no new comments, no new views. Life is beautiful. The fact I'm on episode 12 already is just excellent. There's a Newton's cradle behind my desk. I'm staring at it right now, the strings of it. And I remember it was incredibly tied up at one point. I suppose I resolved that at some other moment. I will tidy my desk. I need to get some money so I can buy a nice frame, and once I have that, I will make that painting I have there just sorted. At a later point, I'll go through all the pictures I have in my room. The one at home, and then the ones when I'm at university. Because I have an array. Anyway, thank you for another low energy video. You've been great. I hope you have a great one. And do as I am. And take care of yourself.